Okay, welcome back to another video. Um, it's Arctic's What Ifs, you know. This is What If Going was Itachi's Reincarnation too. I know it took a pretty long time to record. I was busy with exams, last month, so couldn't really do anything about that. And I was lazy because I'm doing work. Couldn't do it last week. I was gonna do it last week, had work, so I couldn't, and I was too tired. So, anyways. We'll get into this what if, and I'm pretty sure I started around Hisoka going fighting Hisoka or something like that. Okay, anyways. So we start this off with Gon and Hisoka facing each other off. So before Hisoka can get on guard, Gon speed blitzes him, palming him straight in the stomach. And then he sweep kicks Hisoka, knocking him down. And then Hisoka hits his head on the ground, and he's like he's shocked, bro. He's like dazed. And then he, with his other arm, he goes to stab Hisoka in the neck with a chakra infused kunai. But before he can, Hisoka uses his bungee gun to pull a nearby log, hitting him in the face, and this catches Gon off guard because he's never seen an ability like this, and it's real interesting. Like in his past life, um, he's never seen like a technique or jutsu such as this. So Hisoka then hits him in the stomach, punches him in the stomach, then uh he does a right hook and a left uppercut, and then he roundhouse kicks him, uh um going towards a tree. Then Gon pushes off the tree and goes in for a flying kick, and then he fakes with his right foot, and he does like a spin with his left, hitting him Hisoka in the face. So and then yeah, and Gon thinks this guy is like strong, or Hisoka actually thinks well they both think each other's strong, and and Gon's thinking like this is not a normal like examinee for to get their hunter license. Like he's a rookie and he's this strong. Like it's insane. So he's like uh thinks like he knows about the Phantom Troop. He's like Phantom Troop members are strong as. So he thinks he's a Phantom Troop member or something like that. So he going to ask Hisoka if he is a part of some criminal organizations such as the Phantom Troop. Hisoka responds with, "Oh, what makes you think that, Gon? I mean, I could say the same thing about you. You're a bit too strong for a little boy." That was zesty, but anyway. Anyways, Gon would reply with, well, I'm different compared to all these other examinees. I have access to Nen like you, so, and many other examinees don't have that. True, you have some strong Nen ability. Mind telling me what it is? Going to reply, why would I give up my powers to some random enemy? But it's enemy logic. Like I don't know why they would explain the ability. Like they can figure it out and counter it. But anyways, sorry on the tangent. But anyways, he would say, "Well, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours after." So Gon actually agrees to this. So so then he's to go explain his ability. Uh, I mean, yeah, Hisoka would explain his ability. He says, "Well, my ability is bungee gum, has properties of rubber and gum. And basically, it sticks to something, and then you can fling it around or do whatever with that. And like, it's a simple. Gon's thinking this is a simple but yet effective, um, like ability, which is like impressive. Like, if you think about it. But anyways, So Hisoka would explain his ability like he does in the show, you know. And then Gon would talk about his ability. He would say, "My ability is called chakra. I convert my aura to a different to spiritual and physical energy, and I can use this to use different elements and enhance my physical attributes. I can use wind, fire, water, lightning, and earth, however I please, with and I call these jutsus." He would then you know demonstrate one of these jutsus, and he would launch like a giant fireball and enhance it with a Gale Palm Jutsu, and it would be huge, bro. And it would fly towards Hisoka, and like Hisoka would have to block it with his Nen what do you call it, cloak, or what do you call it? Is it Ren? I don't know, something like that. Sorry, I got mixed up, but anyways. and this would actually like burn up his clothes, and like he'd have some burn marks on his hands because that's where he or his arms because that's where he blocked his face. And this is really strong. Like he's thinking like he's faced fire nin users before, but this is the this is the hottest flame he's ever encountered. So anyways, he'll then explain another portion of his fighting techniques, and it would be taijutsu. And he would throw hands with Hisoga so hard, he would be destroying him. He'd be doing roundhouse kicks, um, what else? Punches, palms, you know, flips, like in the Naruto versus Ishiki fight when he's in yeah, it would be basically like that, like blocking and shit. It would be cold. And then he'd say, my last ability that I use myself is Genjutsu. I use my special nin technique called Sharingan. And 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 then Hisoka would be like, Sharingan? What's this? I can copy any technique I want that I see, any ability I can see, and then he actually uses Hisoka's bungee gum, not to like an extent, but he's like sticks his arm with his basically own technique and flings him towards him, like fully striking him with a chakra infused um punch, and this will make Hisoka cough up blood so hard, and he wouldn't be able to breathe. He would be gasping. He'd be like, bro, it's like that's a hard punch. And then he'll say, "I'll explain my genjutsu," and he would basically put him in the genjutsu with his Sharingan, and this will be the Izanagi, or what is it, Izanagi? Tsukiyomi, or is it Tsukiyomi? Whatever. Well, Itachi's genjutsu, and this would shock him because he just sees like a red sky, and he's like, on a cross or whatever, or a pole, whatever, hung up. And then Itachi would be like, "This is my dimension. I control time in here, and I can do anything I want." So for like 3 days in the thing, he'll just torture Hisoka brutally, bro. He'll be stabbing him. He'd be like breaking her bones, regenerating them and stuff. Since this is like a genjutsu, and Hisoka wouldn't know how to deal with this. Like you just have to deal with it. So yeah, and then after he dispels the genjutsu, and Itachi would then say, has only been 1 second happen in the real world where I tortured you for 3 days in your in my, I guess, domain or technique." And he'll be like, Hisoka would be left in a daze, like he can look anywhere, if you know what I mean. He'll be like looking forward. He'll have like a no consciousness, bro, and then he'll just pass out. And then yeah, and then Gon would take his badge, and then he would run towards and look for Killua and Kurapika and Valeria and try and help them get their badges or the enemy's badges. So yeah. So after he rushes to, we'll just say if he goes to the start of the island where he finds Kurapika and Valeria in the beginning, because yeah, and then chat about like what they did and stuff, what they're trying to do, whatever. I don't know. And then going to say I just basically shit stomped um shit stomped, shit stomped Hisoka, and this would shock them. He'd be like, "How did you beat him?" And it's like it's pretty easy. And he would just say my techniques or something, casual about that because they don't know about Nien yet. And he's not gonna tell them about Nien until after, well, he's planning to do it after the exams or just letting them do it themselves. So, anyways, so they go to that snake cave where Valerio's thing is in, and he'll just waltz in there, very no hesitation, and then he'd say, and then that one bee chick would say, what was it, Ross? I don't know. Would say, now you're trapped in here. He set a trap, so and then there's snakes in the entrance of the caves. So whenever someone tries to go through there, you just get bitten by a snake, and he's dead, and there's snakes near him. Whatever. I forgot what she said. I haven't seen the show in quite some time. So Itachi would then like be like, just straight up grab the poison stuff, or not poison stuff, but the cure for it, I guess. So yeah. So what would happen? He'll grab it and there'll be like snakes on him, but then it'll be like, since he's fought Orochimaru, bro, this reminds me of him of that. So yeah. Um, and then they'll just try grab his badge or whatever, because I think, did he need the badge or did he need the chick's badge? I can't remember. Anyways, they'll grab whatever badge, and then they'll try and walk out through the thing, and it'll just be a bunch of snakes. And Gon would then like do a fireball jutsu, burning, scorching all the snakes. And I don't think it's a good idea to use a fire style in the middle of the, what do you call it, cave, but it doesn't matter. It's an anime. The he just burns up all the snakes. They leave, and then they finish that part of the exam. So, and then they go to the final, right? I think it's the final, where there's only like 10 people. It's Gon, um Hisoka. He would say Hisoka passed because he murdered 6 people or found their badges, whatever. So it was just say everyone that passing is in canon. Hisoka would be really like nervous around Gon, which would like give, I guess, what's his name, the Necho, old man Necho, like some, just like shock him because he's like I'm guessing he'll know he's from the Phantom Troop or something. I don't know. I just think he's smart enough to know that. But anyways, so this would actually like straight up shock him. That like like pretty strong nin user, like not stronger than him of course because he's the goat. So anyways, um, yeah, he'll be shocked that someone like Hisoka's like scared of a little kid, and he'll be wondering what abilities does this man have, like because he already knows the concept of nin. So anyways, so in canon, oh yeah, so they'll go and verse each other and try and get each other to forfeit without killing or knocking out. Or is it knocking out? I can't remember. Without like killing whatever them anyways. Or they'll fail. So what's that ninja dude's name? Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Hanzo, that's right, that's what his name. I just had to do a quick Google. completely forgot about him. I don't think is he even relevant? I don't know. But he would say he's like a shinobi, and since going in his previous life as Itachi, would be like, bro, this guy knows shinobi, like all the other shinobi like gods, bro, the top shinobi, anyways. So he'll try and Hanzo would try and speed what's going. I wouldn't. He would just match him with like with his eyes, like his movements with his eyes, which would shock Hanzo because no one's really done that before. And then he would have to back away, and then Gun would be like, "Why are you backing away? Are you scared?" or something like that. And he would straight speed blitz him like what do you call it Aizen did to Ichigo, put his hand on his chest. Okay, that's kind of gay, but and then straight up sock him in the face, and then he puts him under a genjutsu, and then this will make him shocked, and then make Hanzo, you know, what do you call it? Just give up, I guess, and then they go on to the next round, and everything goes into canon, even with what Killua's brother, you know, traumatizing him, whatever, and then this will make Killua kill that one dude, and then he would leave, and then Gon would actually, he was gonna go up to him, but then he was what do you call it? He was actually gonna wait until he gets his hunter's license first. Like he's not gonna like he wants his hunter's license, but he wouldn't care, but he just wants to. It's just for the plot, you know. Anyways, so everything will go into canon, and then Gon would ask the old man about Gene Freeze, whatever, try and find things about him. And then, like in canon, he already knows about the internet, so he wouldn't talk to that one dude that has his laptop. Oh, the bow and arrow guy, you know what I'm talking about. So they will, you know, find information about where the Zaldic family lives, and then they would find out that's Kukuru Mountain, you know. So, they'll take that train, whatever. I think they took a train to Kukuru Mountain, and then, they go to that city area, and then they go on that bus ride that goes toward the gate, you know. So, anyways, so after they get off the bus, they go to the entrance of the Zaldic estate, and then yeah, they'll what do you call it? They'll find that that one dude that went through that gate where we get eaten. So, anyways, they'll talk to the gatekeeper. I'm pretty sure. Forgot his name. Zebro. I don't know. And he would actually you know, like wanting to let them in, and then but they won't. They would say, "Nah, this ain't the real entrance because going smart." So, anyways, so uh, Zebra would then say that if you don't want to get eaten by the what do you call it? That fox thing, I forgot what it's called, that monster, whatever. You can test yourself through the proving gate or whatever. So so Gon would be straight up go there, and then he would actually use chakra to enhance his like muscles, and he would straight push all the gates open, which would shock Zebro. And he would actually have to like he would phone call the butlers or the family in general that someone open all gates with ease. Like he did it with one hand, bro, with ease. Sorry, I was eating water. So this would like, holy, bro. This would also shock Kurapika and what's his name? Um, Lothario, and they'd ask how he did that, and he would just simply say, "It's my Nen ability." A bit Nen, and then that he would say, "I'll talk about it after we get Killua, and I'll teach all of you Nen." Since Killua doesn't know it yet. So anyway, they walk through and they go to that one chick, and then the one chick would try and stop them, and then it wouldn't work at all. Gon would just put her in the genjutsu, and she would think they're there, but they just walked past. That's basically what they did. So she'll be basically talking to an illusion. It's not even real, and she'll just be trying to fight an illusion. And then what do you call it? The mother, uh, Killua's mother, and I think sister would be watching this butler, like apprentice butler, just swinging around a stick and like just randomly. So like kind of weird for them. But then they'd see them walking up the thing, up the path, and then Killua's mother would be like, "Why are you here?" And then Gon would say, "Oh, we're getting Killua. He's our friend. He wants to explore the world. You know, he wants to be free from this shitty estate family of assassins, whatever." And then Gon's, I mean, not Gon's mother, Killua's mother. I need to learn their names, bro. Anyways, oh, what was I gonna say? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. But they tell him about torturing Killua and doing this, and and then we cut to Killua, and he'll be chilling, be like, "Oh yeah, I knew he's going strong ass. He would never lose. He would even beat the old man because he would talk to his brother about that. He would beat everyone here like easily, mid death would say, which would like kind of shock the brother, and he'd be like, "No, there's no way a brat the same age as you could could win against the best assassin's family of all time," or something like that. I don't know what he'd say, but anyways, you say, "Yeah, well, I may as well get down from here." Straight up jump down and walk past his brother, not even acknowledging him, like some menace. This would like, and then they would waltz down, try and go to their butler's house, whatever, sit down, chill, and then Gon and Kurapika and Killer, I mean not Killer, Illyrio would be walking up, and they would arrive at the butler's house, and then they would find the butler, and then the, in canon where um they you know say, "Oh yeah, Killer was coming down now. Do you want to sit down, have a cup of tea, play a game while he gets his way down there?" And they play the same coin game. They would guess it every time, but then Gon would be like, "There's like the time where like they get it wrong." Gon would then say like answer the trick. He'd say, "Well, it's a trick. There's a trick to it," and then whatever. He would just basically solve that because he's so smart. Because he's smart now. He's not retarded. Anyway, I shouldn't say that word, but you know what I mean. Um, what a break. Sorry. So then, Killer would walk in and be like, "What's taking so long for them to come?" And then he would find them. They'd say about that game. And then they'll walk down, this is like the end of the arc. This was really brief, but we'll just say, everything went to canon, basically. So, anyways, what do you call it? Sorry. Um, oh, okay. Um, so, what was I gonna say? What's the next arc? Oh, sorry. Oh, they'll go to the one town or whatever where they go to the airport. I think they went to the airport. I might be tripping. I can't really remember. And then they would go basically go their own ways. Killer and Gon, like they need money because they're broke. We'll just say they're broke because they can't like Gon's. I don't know, just doesn't want to. Can't be bothered. So Killer would say, "Oh, we could go Heaven's Arena. I went there when I was 6, and then you get heaps of money for the what do you call it? You know, things, whatever. So, well, and they can train and make money. Um, and they both of them can get strong enough to beat Hisoka, and then Gon would be like, "Oh, I've already beat him," and then this would be like completely shock killer, bro. Bro, like, huh? How, bro? It's like this is like impossible. But it's not really, bro. He's not that strong. He got no like he got low diffed by Crawler or whatever. But I mean, he did have prep time in the manga, so well, I think so. I didn't really read the manga at all. I just saw a video on it, but I may be wrong. Sorry about that. So, anyways, they arrive at the arena, and then uh, oh yeah, we would just say Hisoka will give like wants to be there also to give his badge back because he wants to be disrespectful, and then, like canon is funny. So they'll easily destroy them at like the opponents, like no diffing them. Like Gon would just walk up to them and straight up like tap them on their shoulder, and they'll basically like tap, and then they just fly into the wall and be like, "Whoops, should I held back?" Whatever, because he's not gonna use any nin techniques until later, which I'll explain. Anyways, so instead of so they up until they meet Zushi or whatever in the match or whatever. Did they meet Zushi? Or they noticed Zushi. That's right. They noticed Zushi around their age that's doing pretty good. Because he's around their age, whatever. So instead of Zushi facing Killua, we would actually get him to face Gon. So then they'd face off, right? And Gon would be like would use his activate his Sharingan because there's like something about this kid that's weird. And he would notice that there's that he can see his aura, like his aura and stuff, or his what is it, 10, I believe. I might be wrong about that. I completely forgot all the different abilities, but it's not really relevant for the story at the moment. So I would learn. I'd, I'd say whatever I want. Okay, it's my story. Anyways, the Gon would say, you know Nen, huh, kid? This would completely shock what do you call it, Zushi, because he never knew there was gonna be some kid that knows Nin like him. He's like, well, it doesn't really matter. I thought, well, many Nin users such as Hisoka, and then he's like, Zushi, but Hisoka, to say, oh, he's in this arena right now. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say he's one of the top, um, you know, people there. He's never he's won all of his fights apart from the ones he didn't show up to. And this like Zushi would actually know this because his like teacher said something about that. We'd just say his teacher, I don't know, said that there's an end users at the top such as Hisoka or whatever, and he's watched some of his matches in the past. I don't know. I don't know. It's just for the story's sake. So this fight would start, and then Gon would weave everything, and then he would use his chakra, you know, chakra infused fist, straight punch, um, Sushi, and this would basically cancel out his Nin, because you just say his Nin, like, it would just cancel it out, and then basically punch him with a chakra infused punch, and this would make, make, uh, you know, Zushi like cough up blood, and then Gun would walk away. It's like it's best if you give up now. You'll never win like this. So, anyways, Wango would go in the crowd and he'd be like shocked because he's never known like this guy just no death to the student, like bro. And he taught him about Nen, bro. That's embarrassing. Like, to be honest, that's really embarrassing. So, anyways, um, So we'll just say Gon goes up to the Wang or Wing, whatever, and then he would ask him to teach Killua Nin, since he's not really good at explaining things, I guess, because since I'm self-taught and and then and he doesn't know what's best for him, so they'll talk about Nin, explain it better detail, and actually Gon would have a better understanding of it because he didn't really care enough because it's not really important to him, I guess. I mean, he does know it. Obviously, I said that ages ago, but what I'm saying. He just doesn't know how it works. He just knows it, if you know what I mean. Anyways, so they would arrive at the 200th floor, after beating people's ass, and then they go in the hallway, and they'll learn. Killer would learn in easily. Then there's a strong aura, so they activated their own aura, so they can protect themselves from the things. And this would be simple. This would be easy, bro. They'd sign up, go into their rooms. Isoga would be there, and then go and chuck him his badge, and would write something like "You're weak" or something. I don't know. I just want him to be mad disrespectful. I don't know why I did this. But anyways, the pin people with the no limbs. That I don't know. They would go sign up with things like, and they'd ask Gon and Killua if they want to fight against them. We're gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'd fight against three of you at once because we're all weak. But yes, I'll fight against one of you. And then the Spayblade guy would would then think this is disrespectful, sign his own name, wanting to shut him down, since he's talking all the smack, bro. Like, if personally, if someone was talking all the smack, bro, I wouldn't let it slide. But anyways, so they go up to their room, train a little bit more, do whatever, and then until the fight that obviously is training, bro. I'm repeating myself so much. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but so we'll just say he and then walks into the arena with the pinhead guy. They'll face each other off, and I'm ending it at another cliffhanger hanger fight because this video is getting so long. It's like 30 minutes long already. So, anyways, I do part three later, maybe tomorrow, something like that. I hope this was good. This was a bit rushed, bit sloppy, because I did kind of make a script for the first part, but then I stuttered so much because I lost the points where I was at because I read like an actual script, but I lost my track, so I just made it up on my own thing. So yeah. Anyways, see you in another video, maybe. Anyways, goodbye for now.